Tribe, it's very important to have slower mornings. You need slow mornings as a part of your morning routine. Well, I can't have slow mornings because as soon as I get up, I need to get ready to go to work. I need to get the kids ready for school and to make breakfast, or I need to tend to my spouse or around the house. Tribe, the way to have slower mornings is to wake up earlier. That's the number one way to get all of the things that you ever want to accomplish done is in the morning, the very first part of your morning. So as a part of your morning routine, you want to wake up, you want to give affirmations, meditation, or prayer, whichever one of those resonate with you. I need you to have some self-dialogue, some self-talk. Your brain is already going to begin waking up along with the rest of your body, and it's going to want to begin thinking because the mind's job is to think. And so it clocks in immediately. What you want to do is give it something to think about. Don't just allow it to go off of the rails first thing in the morning, thinking about what happened last night, yesterday, last week, conversations that you've had with your boss, your spouse, your kids, especially things where you left off really curious about why it turned out the way that it did. We don't want to think about those things first in the morning. We want to set our intentions and give the mind a job. That way, when it does go off the rails and start to think about something that you did not intend to, that you have something to come back to. So you want to start off with some sort of positivity, some sort of positive self-talk. Again, that's going to be prayer, affirmations, meditations, or if you have a mantra that you would like to say, you want to go there. Now, I am not a fan of picking up your device first thing in the morning, but I will say that if you struggle of coming up with your own affirmations, prayers, or if meditation is not your thing, play some music and make sure that it's high vibrational. That means the lyrics are positive. That means there is some sort of upbeat and uplifting melody to the music. Maybe it's your power song, like what sets you off and sets you on fire when you hear it. You can listen to that first thing in the morning, and then what typically happens when we hear a song is that some part of the song actually gets stuck on a loop in our mind. So whatever your positive song is, whatever the positive lyrics yield, more than likely that'll be the thing that's on your mind on a loop for the first couple of hours of the day. Then it's going to be really important that you read something. Either read for 10 minutes or read 10 pages of a book. Any book. If you don't have a book, I do recommend listening to a podcast or an audiobook, even though, again, I'm not a fan of picking up devices first thing in the morning. However, you can leave certain apps asleep, while other apps that you consider productive, you can have them open at the time that you wake up in the morning, especially after your self-talk. So some things that I do is I leave my Calm, Insight timer, or my audiobooks, I leave those apps to wake up at 6:30 when I wake up. And then the rest of my apps like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, so on and so forth will not wake up until 7 o'clock. So you want to begin your self-development at the start of your day as well. So whatever you choose to read, that gives you something to critically think about beyond the self-talk, beyond the music lyrics that you've set for yourself. Now you have something to critically think about. Again, giving the mind a job so that when it begins to think about something else and you become aware of that, you can either decide to continue to think about that thing with intention, or you can let it go and come back to what you've intended to focus on for through the day. Then you wake up early so that you can literally take your time, brush your teeth, wash your face, listen to music, make yourself coffee or tea at home instead of your regular routine of going to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. Do all of these things at home. It is so rewarding and such a nice incentive when you can do these things for yourself at home. You feel so accomplished. It's like something you've gotten done for the day and you did it for yourself before you've done anything for anyone else. And finally, I can't emphasize this enough. For as long as possible, do not, and I repeat, Do not go onto any social media platforms unless it's a part of your profession. If you're not a journalist, if you are not creating content or blogs in the first part of your day, do not, and I repeat, do not go onto social media platforms first thing in the morning. This will leave you out of control of what kind of content you are consuming first thing in the morning. And so your judgment begins to get clouded as soon as you open a social media app. Now, I know some of you probably watch content as a part of being uplifted in the morning or whatever part of the day. But it's not the only thing available. There's thousands of things that you can do to uplift yourself first thing, especially in the first part of the day. Be in control of what your mind is consuming by being in control of your devices. As much as you can help it, put your apps to sleep and don't allow it to wake up until a certain time. This will be a reminder for you that even if you went towards your phone, that you have set the intention for yourself to do all of your slow morning routines first before you get to your phone. This will help remind you to be disciplined because you've already set up your apps to be asleep until a certain time that will then allow you to engage and interact with your social media platform. So this is a part of setting your intentions. So then you want to actually have some other sort of intention. How do you want to feel today? Think about that first thing in the morning. How do you want to engage and interact with people today? How do you want to behave? How do you want people to behave with you? These are things that you actually get to determine when you have a conversation with yourself and you really think and feel about it, right? What does kindness feel like? If you want to be kind to others and you want people to be kind to you, visualize what that looks like. Does that mean someone holding the door open for you when you're walking into a space? Does that mean someone saying good morning and giving you a smile? What does kindness actually look like? Visualize that. Interact with your visualizations and let this be the intention that you set for yourself today. Maybe there's something urgent or really important on your to-do list that you really want to get to. Well, set the intention with yourself to do it first. Make that commitment with yourself before you do anything else. Take slower breaks in the morning. Everything that you've ever wanted to do, but you claim you do not have time for, gets done in the first part of your day. So reflect on that and then take a second to think about how you're going to apply this immediately, meaning tomorrow morning, are you going to wake up, even if it's just a little bit earlier, so that you can move slower, but with intention and for yourself before you take on the rest of the day. With that, my friends, may you be blessed. Please drop a comment down below. Let me know how you plan to move throughout the day tomorrow. What is your intention for tomorrow? Are you going to put those apps to sleep? Are you going to read a book? Are you going to say prayers, affirmations, or meditate? And then make sure you hit the subscribe button, like this, share this content if you appreciate it, and make sure you tune into the next one. Peace, family.